project management. Reiterating, a project is nothing but to learn a visual representation and a method in which we can plot our project. It is almost like a bar chart, but instead of vertical, it is in horizontal way. I want you all to open your laptops and open MS Excel so that you can try it by yourself. I know most of you did. In case you want to follow along with the lecture, I'll be glad if you do. Creating your breakdown of your works. So if I have one particular main task, I am going to break it down into different phases and figure out what is the duration for the phases, which completely is almost like work breakdown structure. It is basically, say for example, I have to paint, as we took the live example in class and we worked. I have to paint. So before I paint, I have to remove the old paint, do the plastering, do the sanding and some other stuff, right? So instead of doing painting, I'll be dividing the work into preparation, removal of furniture, putting tape on the floor, etc. That is my breakdown. And then I'll add duration, how much time usually it takes for me to complete that particular task. Then I am going to figure out, in case the dates are given instead of duration, from 5th May to 10th May this task is happening. So I'll have to figure out what is the date. So 10th May minus 5th May, that is 10 minus 5, 5 days. This is another way you will find your duration, which is not necessary when you are planning. In case it comes in exam, you still can figure it out. And then you need to know what is the order of the task. This task can start after what. I can't paint my final coat until my first coat dries, right? So you are going to figure out what task is coming first, what task is coming next. The task that comes first is called predecessor and the task that comes next is called successor. You are going to put that in one column and add dates horizontally, right? Week 1, week 2, week 3, or day 1, day 2, day 3, similar to your attendance register. Then you're going to highlight the dependencies and finally mark the path without any slack as critical path. I prefer marking it in red color, and with slack you are going to show the slack. This is how you draw your Gantt chart. Let us see in visual. So I have my activity, I have the time taken, and I have the dependencies. So I can start my activity 1 before something else is done. Is it something like that? But I can't start my activity 3 before 1 is done. Are you understanding this? So 3 is dependent on 1. If by chance I'm not finishing 1 on time, 3 is also getting delayed, right? So we talked about what is predecessor and what is successor. So you are going to make the table. So you have your activity, you have your time taken, and you have your dates. These are the dates. So after the dates are there, activity 1 will take 6. So 6, and activity 3 is dependent on 1. So 3. Dependencies line probably is hidden. Then activity something will 2 is not dependent on anything. It takes only 2 days. I can put it here, I can put it here, I can put it here, I can put it anywhere. Right. So the blue one is basically my slack. And this is late start. Starting on the 5th day is late start. If I start it probably on the 4th day, it's fine. If I start it on the 5th day, it's fine. My project is not getting delayed. If I start it on the 6th day, my project will get delayed. I can postpone my activity 1, 2, 3, 4 days before I start or finish it. Or in middle, I can take 4 days of slack. Right. If I start it on the 1st, it is early start. If I start it on the 5th, it is late start. So Gantt chart is basically a chart with time on the horizontal axis and the activities on the vertical axis, and will plot the activities according to the time by highlighting them. So people, I want you to try making Gantt chart for your project which you are doing and send it to me. Can you plot a Gantt chart? Can you highlight critical path? And can you identify slack? I hope you understood the concept more clearly. Keep working, stay home, and stay safe.